Play Store.
Stay tuned for the news on Fresh 107.9 FM.
It's 7 o'clock. Good evening and thank you for staying with us. This is the national news on Fresh 107.9 FM Abeokuta. I'm Wale Bakari. First, the headlines. Former Oyo State Governor Abeokuta is dead. Presidential task force on COVID-19 to submit report to President Muhammadu Buhari by end of week. In business, World Bank warns Nigeria could slip into severe recession. In sports, NFF LMC upholds decision to end 2019-2020 NPFL season. Stay tuned for details of this and more. And now the news in detail. We start with this sad development. The immediate past governor of Oyo State, Senator Abiola Ajimobi, is dead. Senator Ajimobi died today at a private hospital in Lagos after spending weeks in intensive care for coronavirus complications. This is occurred into a tweet by a federal lawmaker and political associate of the former governor, Akin Alabi. Senator Ajimobi, who finished his second term as Oyo State governor last year, died aged 70. His death is coming a week after he was rumored to have died at the same private hospital, a rumor that was debunked by his family members. Meanwhile, the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 has revealed that they will be submitting a report to President Muhammadu Buhari for assessment for the next phase of ease of lockdown by the end of the week. This was disclosed by the chairman of the task force and secretary to the government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, during today's press briefing by the task force in Abuja. Mr. Mustafa said Nigerians should pay attention to the COVID-19 situation in a country like Brazil, which he noted shares several cultural affinities with Nigeria, saying Nigerians need to sit up.
Given the findings made during our assessment, I feel compelled to reiterate the non-pharmaceutical measures put in place by the Presidential Task Force so that you will have the opportunity to internalize all these measures. The first being wearing of face masks in public places, keeping social distancing, maintaining good respiratory hygiene, washing of hands regularly, avoiding large gatherings, generally changing our behavior and actions. And finally, taking personal responsibility for our lives and those of our loved ones. Please remember, all the measures listed and many more are meant to be observed in a combined manner in order to make them effective in saving lives. I wish to inform you that by the end of this week, the Presidential Task Force will be submitting a report containing our assessment and recommendations to Mr. President for his consideration. We therefore urge Nigerians to await our recommendations regarding the next steps of action to be taken in our national response to COVID-19.
The national coordinator of the PTF, Dr. Ali Usani, said Nigerians must stop doubting the realness of the COVID-19, adding that no sane country would intentionally destroy its economy over a virus that is fake.
The truth everyone must know is that COVID-19 is real. People are dying from COVID-19. We have had personal experiences of that. There are people that are currently not with us at the moment because of COVID-19. Governments across the world and even in Nigeria have shut down their economy and lost valuable resources in an effort to control the spread of COVID-19. The containment measures that were put in place to protect the public are there to protect the public. They are not there to swindle them. No sane country on earth will destroy its own economy willingly. No sane country on earth will take major decisions that they know would be detrimental to their economy. Even among the strong economies, some of them have had significant drops in their GDP as a result of containment strategies. They would not take those steps lightly. No. And certainly in our generation, for our generation, this is the most important public health emergency of its kind. When was the last time people have been locked in their houses for 5 weeks? For 5 weeks. When was the last time we closed the civil service completely? We stopped flights from coming in. We haven't had international flights that are scheduled for a long time. So we're living in really challenging times. And we couldn't have taken these decisions just on the basis of maybe suspicion that a disease exists.
Meanwhile, the Minister of State for Health, Dr. Olorunimbe Mamora, urged Nigerians to continue to protect themselves and obey all guidelines. Speaking at the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 briefing today in Abuja, Dr. Mamora said the government continues to increase its testing capacity and contact tracing. He also said that a resolution has been made on a joint effort at combating the COVID-19.
The number of deaths related to COVID-19 cases in Nigeria has continued to rise. The import of this is that as individuals, we are more than ever before continually reminded to take personal responsibility for our health and be extra careful in our daily activities. On Tuesday, 23rd June 2020, an emergency National Council on Health was held. Virtual council viewed the status and alignment of all response activities of COVID-19 outbreak in the states. Council approved the National Health Sector COVID-19 Pandemic Response Action Plan, which was developed by the Federal Ministry of Health in collaboration with departments and agencies to present one response in the health sector delivered in a coordinated and strategic manner.
Also at the briefing today, the Director General of the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, Dr. Chikwe Ekazi, noted that they have noticed an increase in the use of face shields by many Nigerians in a bid to protect themselves from the virus. He, however, says while the face shields are good, they should not be seen as a substitute to face masks.
There's been an increasing use of face shields to apparently protect you or the population from the transmission of COVID-19. And today, I'd also like to advise that face shields are great, but they should be used in addition to face masks and not in place of. I know we haven't been clear on this, so we are doing that now. So we will forgive anyone that is wearing it today on both sides of the aisle. But please, we are learning, and that's what I've always said on this particular disease. So we're learning every day, new technology is emerging, and the lack of evidence of effectiveness actually doesn't mean that we will not ultimately find evidence of effectiveness. But from what we know at the moment, it is not sufficient. It's not sufficient to protect ourselves and the population. So we can gradually, over the next few days, evolve out of face shields and back to masks.
In the meantime, the Minister of Environment, Dr. Mohammed Abubakar, has raised concerns over non-adherence to basic rules of hygiene by some organizations. Dr. Abubakar says this nonchalant attitude may be responsible for the rise in the number of COVID-19 infections in the country. The Environment Minister was speaking at a news conference in Abuja to mark the 2020 National Environmental Sanitation Day. He reminded Nigerians that coronavirus is a sanitation-related disease, urging all to wash their hands with soap and water frequently.
Coronavirus is a sanitation-related disease. Frequent and proper hand washing is one of the most important measures that can be used to prevent the spread of the virus. Unfortunately, it has been observed that many establishments do not have full complement of functional hand washing facilities. Either soap is missing or water is missing. I therefore call on our environmental health officers and their counterpart in the state and local government to enhance their routine counterparts to enhance their routine surveillance on environmental health issues in these facilities across the country to ensure compliance. Safe and hygienic use of personal protective equipment, face masks, for example, disinfection, decontamination of surfaces, practice of personal and environmental hygiene when coughing, sneezing, and practice of social distancing, which is 2 meters at least, which simply means avoid crowded area and ensure adequate ventilation at all times. Hygiene and safety precautionary measures to prevent the spread of the virus and other infectious diseases.
Still talking health, members of the Nigeria Governors Forum have agreed to interface with the federal and state ministries of health to address the concerns of resident doctors in the country. This formed part of the resolutions of the governors at the 11th Nigeria Governors Forum COVID-19 teleconference. In a bid to review the concerns of the National Association of Resident Doctors, the governors promised to ensure that backlog of salaries was settled where such exist and reintegrate residency training in state hospitals where they have been suspended. They also resolved to ensure the ministries provide protective equipment and ensure sustainable pathways to uphold the welfare of doctors in an effective and efficient manner. You've been listening to National News on Fresh 107.9 FM. Abeokuta. Still to come in business, World Bank warns Nigeria could slip into severe recession. In sports, NFF, LMC opposed decision to end 2019-2020 NPFL season. Stay with Fresh 107.9 FM. Many thanks for staying with us. The current National Working Committee of the All Progressives Congress APC has been dissolved based on recommendations of President Muhammadu Buhari. This formed part of decisions taken today at the meeting of the APC National Executive Council at the council chambers of the Presidential Villa in Abuja. The president also called for the immediate suspension of all pending litigations involving the party and its members, as well as the ratification of the party's governorship primary election recently conducted in Edo State. The party thereafter set up a caretaker committee headed by the governor of Yobe State, Maimala Buni.
This is the time to get our acts together and ensure that we are united and not working at cross purposes. In this regard, it is important to discontinue all litigations involving members of the party, which are connected to issues of the party and in respect of which several court orders and counter orders have been issued against the party and some specific members of the party. This directive has been issued by the party before. Unfortunately, some members failed to heed the directive. Thus, at this time, it must be made a resolution of the party which must be effectively enforced with dire consequences for members who choose to ignore the directive. This meeting may adopt the developed resolutions as contained in the agenda and pass resolutions including A. Approving the immediate discontinuation of all pending litigations involving the party and its members. B. Ratifying the primary election conducted in Edo State. C. Dissolving the current National Working Committee. And D. Appointing caretaker extraordinary convention planning committee for the party.
All recommendations by the president were adopted by the NEC. The Federal High Court sitting in Lagos has ordered the forfeiture of to the federal government the sum of 250 million naira allegedly diverted from the Niger Delta Development Commission (NDDC). Justice Rilwan Aikawa gave the order today while ruling on an ex parte application filed by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission for the interim forfeiture of the money. Counsel to the EFCC, Usman Buhari, told the court that the money had been illegally diverted from the NDDC through a contract awarded by the federal government of Nigeria. Justice Aikawa, in a short ruling, granted the request of the EFCC Council and ordered the forfeiture of the money, as well as directing the publication of the forfeiture order in a national newspaper for anyone interested in the funds to showcase within 14 days, while a final order of forfeiture should not be made in favor of the federal government. The matter was later adjourned until July the 9th, 2020. In business, the World Bank says the collapse in crude oil prices, coupled with the COVID-19 pandemic, is expected to plunge Nigeria's economy into a severe recession. The World Bank, in a new report titled Nigeria in Times of COVID-19, Laying Foundations for a Strong Recovery, released today, estimated that Nigeria's economy would likely contract by 3.2% this year. According to the report, with the drop in oil prices, government revenues are expected to fall from an already low 8% of GDP in 2019 to a projected 5% in 2020. The World Bank's country director for Nigeria, Shubham Chaduri, said while the long-term economic impact of the global pandemic is uncertain, the effectiveness of the government's response is important to determine the speed, quality, and sustainability of Nigeria's economic recovery. And in sports, the Nigeria Football Federation and League Management Company have upheld the decision to end the 2019-2020 Nigeria Professional Football League season. The NFF met with officials of the LMC as well as the 20 clubs in the MPFL in Abuja to take a final decision on how to end the season. At the meeting, 18 clubs voted for the points per game rule to determine the clubs that will represent the country in the CAF Champions League and Confederation Cup. League leaders Plateau United and second-placed Eimba will play in the CAF Champions League, while Rivers United, who placed third, will feature in the CAF Confederation Cup alongside Aiteo Cup holders Kano Pillars. It was also agreed that there will also be no relegation from or promotion to the NPFL. Before we end the national news on Fresh 107.9 FM Abeokuta, is a recap of the main stories. We told you that the immediate past governor of Oyo State, Senator Abiola Ajimobi, has died. We also told you that the National Executive Committee of the APC has dissolved the party's National Working Committee. In business, the World Bank has warned that Nigeria could plunge into a severe recession. We told you in sports that the NFF and LMC have upheld the decision to end the 2019-2020 NPFL season. That's the national news on Fresh 107.9 FM Abeokuta, as edited by Omoyemi Adesoye and Wale Bakari. Many thanks for listening. Good evening.
This is Fresh 107.9, where we keep you fresh all day.
Fresh 107.9 FM lábẹ́ Olúmọ ó kilẹ̀ fàlàfàlà.
Ẹ̀kálẹ́ èyí níròyìn àpapọ̀ ilẹ̀ wa Nàìjíríà tó ń dé sétí ìgbọ̀yìn láti lè ṣe rédíò Fresh 107.9 FM. Àbẹ́òkúta láti ń ròyìn láti ẹnu Olúfẹ́mi Oyènẹ́kan kí ẹ tó gbọ́ròyìn náà lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ gbọ́ àwọn kókó inú rẹ̀. Gómìnà tẹ́lẹ̀ rí nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ papòdà. Ìgbìmọ̀ amúṣẹ́ṣe ààrẹ lórí COVID-19 yóò tẹ́ pẹpẹ àbábọ̀ ìròyìn síwájú ààrẹ Buhari lópin ọ̀sẹ̀ yìí. Ilé ìfowópamọ́ àgbáyé kìlọ̀ pé ó ṣeé ṣe kínú ètò ọrọ̀ ajé ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní jó rẹ́súrẹ́sú kọjá tàtẹ̀yìnwá. Àjọ NFF àti LMC ṣàgbérò ìpinnu láti fòpin sísá ìgbábọ́ọ̀lù tọdún 2019 àti 2020 fún ti ìdíje àgbábùtà ilẹ̀ wa wàyí o ẹgbọ́rò iná lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. Gómìnà tẹ́lẹ̀ rí nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ aṣòfin àgbà Abíọ́lá Ajímọ̀bí ti papòdà. Aṣòfin àgbà Ajímọ̀bí jẹ́ pé Ọlọ́run lónìí nílé ìwòsàn aládàáni kan tó wà nípínlẹ̀ Èkó lẹ́yìn ọ̀sẹ̀ díẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀rọ agbẹ́mìíró látàrí ti àrùn kòrónà. Èyí di mímọ̀ láti pàṣẹ àtẹ̀jíṣẹ́ lórí abala Twitter látọwọ́ aṣòfin àgbà tó ń jẹ́ ìṣòwò gómìnà tẹ́lẹ̀ rí ọ̀hún Akin Alábí. Aṣòfin àgbà Ajímọ̀bí tó ṣe sáà méjì gẹ́gẹ́ bí gómìnà ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ lọ́dún tó kọjá jáde láyé lẹ́ni 70 ọdún 70. Ìpapòdà rẹ̀ wáyé lẹ́yìn ọ̀sẹ̀ kan tí wọ́n gbèrò yẹn lẹ́jẹ̀ kiri pé ó ti jọlọ́run nípè ṣùgbọ́n táwọn mọ̀lẹ́bí rẹ̀ sọ pé kò sóhun tó jọ bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ba òkè kó bá wa délẹ̀ fẹ́ẹ̀yàn rẹ̀ nù. Ìgbìmọ̀ amúṣẹ́ṣe ààrẹ lórí COVID-19 ti ṣí payá pé láìpẹ́ àwọn yóò tẹ́ pẹpẹ ohun tí wọ́n wòye síwájú ààrẹ Muhammadu Buhari láti bójú wò fún ìpele mìíràn dídẹwọ́ lórí ìséde lópin ọ̀sẹ̀ yìí. alága ìgbìmọ̀ amúṣẹ́ṣe tó ń jẹ́ akọ̀wé àgbà fúnjọba àpapọ̀ ilẹ̀ wa Boss Mustapha ló ṣípayá èyí lónìí lákòókò ìpàdé ìgbìmọ̀ náà nílùú Àbújá. ọ̀gbẹ́ni Mustapha sọ pé káwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà tẹpẹlẹ mọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ COVID-19 lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí gẹ́gẹ́ bí torílẹ̀‐èdè Brazil. lápá ọ̀dọ̀ tirẹ̀ olùdarí àpapọ̀ fún ìgbìmọ̀ amúṣẹ́ṣe náà oníṣègùn òyìnbó Aliu Sanni sọ pé káwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà dẹ́kun láti máa ṣàpèjúwe ọ̀rọ̀ COVID-19 gẹ́gẹ́ bí irọ́, pẹ̀lú àfikún pé ẹni tó kàn ló mọ̀, torí pé kò sí orílẹ̀-èdè tọ́pọlọ rẹ̀ pé tí yóò mọ̀ọ́mọ̀ fi àjàkálẹ̀ àrùn tí kìí ṣe òtítọ́ fi dàbàrú ètò ọrọ̀ ajé ẹ̀. ẹ̀wẹ̀, alákòóso oníléeṣẹ́ tó wà fétò ìlera oníṣègùn òyìnbó ọlọ́run níbẹ̀ Mamura ti rawọ́ ẹ̀bẹ̀ sáwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà láti tẹ̀síwájú nínú dídáàbòbò ara wọn kí wọ́n sì tẹ̀lé gbogbo ìlànà. nígbà tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ níbi ìpàdé ìgbìmọ̀ amúṣẹ́ṣe ààrẹ lórí COVID-19 lónìí nílùú Àbújá, oníṣègùn òyìnbó Mamura sọ pé ìjọba ń tẹ̀síwájú nínú ìgbésẹ̀ láti ṣàlékún ibùdó àyẹ̀wò àti ṣàwárí àwọn aláìsàn. bákan náà níbi ìpàdé ọ̀hún, ọ̀gá àgbà àjọ tó ń dènà àjàkálẹ̀ àrùn nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà wòye pé àlékún ti dé bá lílo ìbòjú láàrin àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀kan lára àwọn ọ̀nà láti dáàbò bo ara wọn lọ́wọ́ àrùn COVID-19. ó sọ lákòótán pé kò sí ohun tó burú nínú ìbòjú face shield, ṣùgbọ́n a kò gbọ́dọ̀ rí gẹ́gẹ́ bí àṣàyàn mìíràn fún ìbomúbẹnu face mask. alákòóso fọ́rọ̀ àyíká Muhammed Abubakar ti kọminú lórí báwọn èèyàn àti àjọ kan ṣe ń kọtí ọ̀gbọ́n sáwọn ìlànà ìmọ́tótó eléyìí tó borí àrùn mọ́lẹ̀. Abubakar sọ pé ó ṣeé ṣe kó jẹ́ àìkáràmásìkí òun dídágunlá ló ṣokùnfà bí àrùn COVID-19 ṣe lékún sí lójoojúmọ́ lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí. alákòóso fọ́rọ̀ àyíká ọ̀hún sọ̀rọ̀ níbi ìpàdé àwọn akọ̀ròyìn láti ṣàjọyọ̀ àyájọ́ àyíká nílẹ̀ wa tọdún 2020. ó mú wá sí ìrántí àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà wípé àrùn kòrónà jẹ́ èyí tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ìmọ́tótó ara ẹni àti àyíká lápapọ̀, torí náà ká rí dájú pé à ń fi ọṣẹ àti omi fọwọ́ wa ní gbogbo ìgbà. ẹgbẹ́ àwọn gómìnà lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà ti fẹnukò láti dá sí ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn iléeṣẹ́ ètò ìlera tó jẹ́ tìjọba àpapọ̀ àti tàwọn ìpínlẹ̀ láti wá ọ̀nà àbáyọ sí ohun táwọn oníṣègùn òyìnbó ń fapá jánú lé lórí nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà. èyí wà lára àdéhùn tí wọ́n ṣe níbi ìpàdé orí ayélujára tàwọn gómìnà ìkọkànlá irúfẹ́ rẹ̀ tó wáyé lọ́jọ́rú. nínú ìgbésẹ̀ láti dá sí ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn oníṣègùn òyìnbó nílẹ̀ wa, àwọn gómìnà ṣèlérí láti yanjú àwọn àjẹ́lẹ̀ owó oṣù àti ìmúpadàbọ̀sípò ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ láwọn ilé ìwòsàn tó jẹ́ ti ìpínlẹ̀. bákan náà ni wọ́n tún fẹnukò láti rí dájú pé àwọn ilé iṣẹ́ ìjọba ń pèsè èròjà ìdáàbòbò àti ìgbáyégbádùn tó gbámúṣé fáwọn oníṣègùn òyìnbó. ìròyìn àpapọ̀ ilẹ̀ wa Nàìjíríà ló sì ń dé sétí ìgbọ̀yìn láti iléeṣẹ́ rédíò Fresh 107.9 FM l'Abeokuta. wọ́n ti tú ìgbìmọ̀ amúṣẹ́ṣe àpapọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú All Progressives Congress APC ká ní ìbámu pẹ̀lú àwọn àrọwà ọlọ́kan-ò-jọ̀kan látọ̀dọ̀ ààrẹ Muhammadu Buhari. èyí wà lára ìpinnu tí wọ́n mú lónìí níbi ìpàdé ìgbìmọ̀ ìṣàkóso àpapọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ náà ní gbọ̀ngàn iléeṣẹ́ ààrẹ Àbújá. ààrẹ tún pè fún ìdádúró lẹ́lẹ́yẹ òsọ́kà gbogbo àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ilé ẹjọ́ láàrin àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ papọ̀ pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ ètò ìdìbò abẹ́lé tí wọ́n ṣe láìpẹ́ yìí nípínlẹ̀ Èdó. ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú náà ti wá ṣàgbékalẹ̀ ìgbìmọ̀ afúnṣọ́ èyí tí gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Yobe Mai Mala Buni léwájú fún. ilé-ẹjọ́ gíga tìjọba àpapọ̀ tó fìdí kalẹ̀ sílùú Èkó ti pàṣẹ pé kí wọ́n yọ̀ǹda owó tó tó òjìlénígba mílíọ̀nù 250 million naira fún ìjọba àpapọ̀, èèyàn owó kan tí wọ́n darí síbòmíràn láti pàṣẹ àjọ tó wà fún ìdàgbàsókè ẹkùn Niger. onídàájọ́ Ridwan Aikawa ló pàṣẹ náà tó ń gbé ẹjọ́ kalẹ̀ lórí ẹjọ́ tí àjọ EFCC pè. agbẹjọ́rò àjọ EFCC Usman Buhari sọ fún ilé ẹjọ́ pé àjọ tó ń rí sí ìdàgbàsókè ẹkùn Niger Delta fọ̀nà ẹ̀bùrú darí owó náà láti pàṣẹ iṣẹ́ kan tí wọ́n gbé jáde lórúkọ ìjọba àpapọ̀. onídàájọ́ Àìkáwà nínú ìdájọ́ rẹ̀ jọ̀yìn sí ìbéèrè pé kí wọ́n pàdánù yìí sì tún jáde nínú àwọn ìwé ìròyìn ojoojúmọ́ ilé wa láàrin ọjọ́ 14. wọ́n ti wá sún ìgbẹ́jọ́ síwájú di ọjọ́ 9 oṣù keje ọdún 2020. lẹ́ka okòwò, ilé ìfowópamọ́ àgbáyé ti sọ pé bí owó epo rọ̀bì ti ṣe já wálẹ̀ lọ́jà àgbáyé papọ̀ pẹ̀lú ti àjàkálẹ̀ àrùn COVID-19 tó bú rẹ́kẹ́, ó ṣeé ṣe kó jẹ́ kí ètò ọrọ̀ ajé ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà ju àjórẹ̀yìn kọjá bó ti rí lọ́dún 1980. society ilé ìfowópamọ́ àgbáyé nínú àtẹ̀jáde kan tí wọ́n pe àkọlé rẹ̀ ní ipò torílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà wà lákòókò covid-19 fífi ìpìlẹ̀ tó dúró lélẹ̀ fún ìmúpadàbọ̀sípò èyí tí wọ́n fi síta lónìí sọ di mímọ̀ pé ó ṣeé ṣe kí ẹ̀dínkù ìdá 3.2 dé bá ètò ọrọ̀ ajé ilẹ̀ nàìjíríà lọ́dún yìí gẹ́gẹ́ bí ròyìn ṣe sọ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀dínkù nínú owó epo rọ̀bì iye owó tíjọba ń pa wọlé náà yóò já wálẹ̀ ju bó ti wà lọ́dún 2019 nínú ọ̀rọ̀ tirẹ̀ ọ̀gá àgbà ilé ìfowópamọ́ àgbáyé ẹ̀ka torílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà Shubham Choudhury sọ pé ó ṣe pàtàkì kíjọba tètè takìjí nínú akitiyan láti mú ìpadàbọ̀sípò tó yọrantí bá ètò ọrọ̀ ajé ilẹ̀ wa. lẹ́kàrẹ́ ìdárayá àjọ NFF àti LMC ti ṣàgbéró ìpinnu láti fòpin sáà ìdíje bọ́ọ̀lù àgbábútà ilé wa tọdún 2019 sọdún 2020 àjọ tó ń rí sí bọ́ọ̀lù aláfẹsẹ̀gbá nílẹ̀ wa ló ṣèpàdé pẹ̀lú àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ àjọ LMC papọ̀ pẹ̀lú ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù 20 nínú ìdíje àgbábútà ilé wa nílùú Àbújá láti mú ìpinnu tó kẹ́yìn lórí bí wọn yóò ṣe fòpin sí sáà ìgbábọ́ọ̀lù yìí. Níbi ìpàdé náà ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù 18 dìbò fún gbígbé ìdíje kan kalẹ̀ láti mọ àwọn tí yóò ṣojú orílẹ̀-èdè yìí níbi ìdíje CAF àti Confederation Cup. Ikọ̀ tó ń léwájú nínú ìdíje League Plateau United àti igbákejì Eyimba yóò kópa nínú ìdíje CAF Champions League nígbà tí Rivers United tó wà nípò kẹta yóò kópa nínú ìdíje CAF Confederation Cup papọ̀ pẹ̀lú Kano Pillars tó gba Airtel Cup. Bákan náà ni wọ́n fẹnukò wípé kò ní sí lílọ síbi ìdíje kejì ìyẹn relegation àbí kíkó àwọn ikọ̀ kan wá sínú ìdíje NPFL. Ẹ̀yìn yàrá agán ní ọ̀rọ̀ lílé covid-19 lọ sóko ìgbàgbé lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà torí náà ẹ jẹ́ ká tẹ̀síwájú nínú ìgbọràn tá a ti ń ṣe sáwọn ìlànà ìmọ́tótó tí wọ́n là kalẹ̀ fún wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ẹgbẹ́ kókó níròyìn náà. gómìnà tẹ́lẹ̀ rí ní ìpínlẹ̀ ọ̀yọ́ aṣòfin àgbà abíọ́lá ajímọ̀bí jọlọ́run nípè ìgbìmọ̀ amúṣẹ́ṣe ààrẹ lórí covid-19 yóò tẹ́ pẹpẹ àbábọ̀ròyìn síwájú ààrẹ buhari lópin ọ̀sẹ̀ yìí. ilé ìfowópamọ́ àgbáyé kìlọ̀ pé ó ṣeé ṣe kíná ètò ọrọ̀ ajé ilẹ̀ nàìjíríà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní jó rẹ́súrẹ́sú kọjá tàtẹ̀wá. bákan náà la mú wá sí ti ìgbọ̀yìn wípé àjọ NFF àti LMC ṣàgbéró ìpinnu láti fòpin sísá ìgbábọ́ọ̀lù tọdún 2019 sọdún 2020 fún ìdíje àgbábútà ilẹ̀ wa. ọpẹ́ pàtàkì lọ́wọ́ Mọ́yẹmí Adésòye tó ṣe àkójọpọ̀ rẹ̀ náà. èmi ni Olúfẹ́mi Oyènẹ́kan jẹ́ o.
Fresh FM Abeokuta 107.